Right, so I've had a ton of telepathic requests of what I would typically take in this backpack. I spend a lot of time in the mountains here in the French Alps, and this is kind of everything that I would take with me, whether it's a 2-week trip at altitude or an overnighter. It kind of stays the same, a few little changes here and there. But let's slowly unpack this, and I'll show you what I've got in here. So the backpack itself is an Packs pack. I got Tom from Packs to make this one for me. It's a Atom 35. It doesn't have a hip belt. It doesn't have a frame in there, so it's soft. It's quite light, so my whole backpack weighs just under 4 kilos. So I don't need to have a hip belt or a frame. Everything's golden. I've got them to add a little pocket up on the side here for fruit or avocados, things that I don't want squished. It's got its stretchy bottom pocket, which is the same as all of his backpacks. It's got the shoulder pockets, which are absolutely perfect for holding. I keep my phone in this one, water bottle in this one, and they're spot on. Okay, let's have a look and see what I've got. Little Garmin temp that it connects to my watch, tells me what the temperature is outside. It's not helpful, it's just kind of cool. Butt pad, this is one from AliExpress. It's lighter than the Thermarest one, and just as big, just as comfortable. That's all I have in that pocket. The other side pocket, this is all of my water storage. So I have a little 500ml water bottle, sports cap. I can put sports drinks mix in there. That stays in my shoulder pocket, so it's easy to get. What I would like to do is try one of those running vest style water bottles that collapses as you drink, and it's got a straw sticking up so I can just drink as I go without having to take this and out, but that's not a biggie. So that's 500ml. I've got a 2-litre Hydrapak Seeker. The reason why I use this is because I use a bee-free filter. The bee-free filter will screw right on top of this if I need to, if this one springs a leak, so they're compatible with each other. So between the 3 bottles, I carry 3.5 litres of water at any one time. I don't need any more than that. I will use this typically only if I'm doing a dry camp, or I'll fill this up at a water source, like the last water source of the day. That's it in there. On the outside pack, my poo bag, trowel. Leave no trace. Nobody wants to see your poo or your toilet paper. A roll of toilet paper, a little thing of hand sanitizer. That all stays. A Ziploc bag in the outside of my backpack, ready to go if you need to go. A little bottle of fuel. That's for my I use alcohol stove that I made myself. I prefer alcohol stoves. They're silent. I take only as much alcohol as I need, and I think it's lighter and nicer. It's just quiet. That's the main thing. It's quiet. I hate the roar of a gas canister when I'm sitting out in the middle of nowhere. Some assorted steaks held in a old Tokes spoon thing. Got some groundhogs for the main lines, and some titanium shepherd's hooks for the outer tie-outs for my tent. Little umbrella. This is super light, and an umbrella is really good. I mean, I do have a full weather kit that I use, but this just keeps the rain out of your eyes, and you can hide underneath it when you're needing to look at your phone or whatever you need to do. This is a must-have. I love umbrellas. Don't need them much. I used to use one of the big chrome dome ones, but because you hardly ever use them out on trail, it was a lot of weight, so I got myself one of these ones. I haven't used this one in anger yet, so hopefully that will work out well. That's all I've got. Oh no, look, my spoon. I keep that in the outside as well. That's my little titanium spoon. Right, that's everything on the outside. The bag's made out of VX07. It's waterproof, but the seams aren't seam taped, so it can allow water in through the seams. But it's a roll top. I got him to add some magnets in the top. I don't like the little snaps or Velcro, whereas these little earth magnets, they're tiny, light, and kind of handy to have. Right, let's get on in there. Raincoat. Raincoat's always at the top, just because rain happens fairly quick. This is a North Face Gore-Tex Hyperdry Trail. Absolutely amazing. This is one of my favorite pieces of gear. It's completely waterproof, super small, super light. It's actually more breathable than my Rab Windveil wind shirt, so I love that. Absolutely fantastic. Keeps you dry in the big storms that we get. I've got some Montbell wind pants. Again, they weigh very little, but they surprisingly the amount of warmth it can give you. Fantastic to have. 3F UL rain skirt. Just wrap that around you. It'll keep your upper legs dry when it's raining. That's kind of cool to have as well. And to finish off the rain kit, there's just some wind and waterproof shell gloves. They will keep you warm and dry if it's freezing, because typically when it's raining at altitude it's pretty cold as well. So they don't weigh a hell of a lot. They're good to have as well. I have a tiny little pack towel. That is for condensation of my tent. If I decide to go for a dip in a lake, washing, you name it. Kind of cool to have. Doesn't weigh that much. That's a cut up one. Let's see. Zpacks Plexamid. Little one-man tent. I love this style tent. It's got plenty of room inside for me and all of my gear. It's completely waterproof, super light. It's got 10 tie-outs, which you don't need to use all of them. Like any single wall tent, you're going to get condensation. That's why I've got the pack towel. That's not a big deal. Not bothered. I did replace the carbon fiber struts that were up on top with the titanium ones that they sent out. Haven't used them yet, but I'm sure it'll be just as good. I can't see it not being good. Okay, this is my cook set. So this is a little Tokes titanium mug, 550. I keep it in the thing that it came with, just because it holds it all together. I'm not particular about what I keep it in. So inside here, I have got this little titanium lid. I haven't replaced it with tin foil, just because. Inside, here's my little cook, little alcohol stove. Brilliant little thing, that. Love it. Little dish towel, lighter. Inside that is a like a pot noodle cup with Reflectix on the outside. That weighs nothing. That's what I drink coffee out. I hate drinking coffee out of titanium. I love drinking coffee out of this. And it also means that I can eat my food and drink at the same time. So that nestles inside. Inside again is a little Guinness can windbreak thing for the stove. It reflects the heat back into it. And that's it. That's my cook set. Here's my packed clothes inside a little Cuban fiber DCF bag. So look, fleece hat, fleece gloves, sleep socks, merino buff, excellent, spare socks for hiking. This is Patagonia thermal weight Capilene tights. Sleep in those. Start off in the mornings if it's cold. Nice and light, really good. And this is Patagonia's Capilene Air top. that I sleep in, or again start off in the morning. I don't have a hood. Hate the ones of these with a hood. Wish I had black. Everything I have is black. They didn't have one, so I just grabbed the blue. But it's light, warm, doesn't take up much space, and it's excellent. And it's just in a little bag just to keep everything together. Here's my ditty bag. This is an old hip belt pocket from a Zpacks bag that I've got, fully waterproof, and just holds everything in. In there I've got, okay, ready, charger. It's a 10,000 milliamp charger that'll keep me going for maybe 4 or 5 days because I do filming and whatnot. Wall charger to charge that up. Cables, there's various cables. That one's for my watch, that one's for the iPhone, that one's to charge the charger and headlamp. This is just a tiny little Christmas decoration kind of a thing in the tent. Doesn't weigh anything. Bug net, a little thing of zinc, chafing, helps you heal up. This is plasters and blister packs, pair of tweezers. Tablets, medication, it's ibuprofen, some antihistamines, some diuretic tablets, some antacids. Good. This is a little petroleum jelly and cotton wool fire starter, just in case. Sometimes it's nice to have a fire. Spare lighter with some dental floss. This is my repair kit. Little piece of line there in case I need to hang my bag up. I slept in a cave once that had mice in it, so I just hung my bag up and off the ground so nothing could get at it. It's got some DCF tape in there, which is I need to fix my shelter with. It's got the patch kit for my inflatable mattress. Some super glue. I think that's it. Oh, and some I can't remember what it's called, just some other tape. Earbuds, gotta have earbuds. For each day that I'm out, I've got one of these little tablets which you add water and it becomes a wipe. Really nice to have actually. If you're out for quite a long time, it's nice to, when you get into camp, clean your face down, clean your pits, clean your body, clean your bum, and it makes you feel like $1 million. That's it. Nylon flume. That's the pack liner. Like I said, this isn't waterproof, so I do have a nylon flume pack liner in there. Pillow. It's the Cedar Summit. It's the padded one. Really, really nice. Super nice to sleep on. It's heavier than their lightest one, but it's bloody nice. You got to have a good pillow. Sleeping bag. I always used to use quilts from Cumulus. Cumulus is a Poland brand. Awesome to deal with. Fantastic. I use all their quilts. Don't really like quilts anymore. So I wanted to try a sleeping bag. So this is their X-Lite line. This is the 300. Got them to add a bit of overstuff in there. It has got a waterproof foot box for when I brush up against the foot of my tent if there's condensation. It's amazing. It keeps you all nice and warm. It keeps you warmer than a quilt does. There's no drafts. It's about the same weight and warmth as a good quality quilt. However, it goes all the way around you, and it just keeps me a lot warmer than any quilt ever did. So that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's got a full length zip, so I can, and it's open at the other end so I can stick my feet out. Love that. That's good. Nylon flume. Again from Cumulus. This is their Ultralight Pullover. This is made from the same material as their sleeping bag. This is the lightest warmth to weight ratio jacket that you can get available here in Europe. I'm sure America's got some options that do the same thing, but here in Europe, this is, you can't beat this. This is the Ultralight jacket from Cumulus. It is super toasty warm. I don't have a hood on it. I don't have hoods on anything except for my raincoat. I don't like hoods. I can't say enough good things about this. Size up. I'm normally a large or an XL when it comes to most clothing. This is a double XL. The XL was still quite tight around the armpits. This just fits perfectly. Love it. Thermarest Neo Air X-Lite. Folded up. That goes down the back of the backpack as to give it a bit more structure. This, I mean, everybody knows what this is. It's kind of the industry standard for inflatable mattresses. I don't like it. I feel like I'm sleeping on an inflatable pool toy. It's super fat. My arms fall off the side. It's kind of noisy, although that's not a big deal. I've actually replaced it with a Thermarest Prolite, which is a little bit heavier, but it's a lot thinner, and the material that it's made out of isn't the slippery stuff, and I've got a feeling that I'm going to be a lot more comfortable on that. I haven't slept on it yet. I've only just picked it up, but this is what I used in 2019, and we'll see what the next one is going to be like. I've got some high hopes for the Prolite. I've got the women's version, which is shorter. I can slip my pack underneath my feet to keep that up off the ground. So anyway, that's the Neo Air X-Lite. I hate it. And that is everything. As you can see, the pack is frameless, hip beltless. That is everything that I take. Apart from this, I got Tom to make me a hip belt bag, which is called the Roo. Fully waterproof, and I've made it so that this belt bag can actually be a hip belt if I need it. If I've got a lot of food to carry or long water stretches or something where my bag is heavy that I feel like I need to have a hip belt, I can clip this onto my backpack to help out with that. Inside of this, I carry snacks if I've got snacks. Monocular, love having a monocular. Monoculars are cool. That one's quite a small light one. Nothing special. That was only 20 bucks or something, but it's good. Body glide, chafing, some sunscreen, and for lips as well. This is a Nitecore, whatever it is, and I made my own strap for it. Super light, charges using my battery pack, and that's an excellent little torch. Picaridin bug lotion, keeps the bugs away. Much better than DEET. DEET will ruin a lot of these things that I've been pulling out here. It eats away at plastic, therefore I don't really want to have it on my skin. Toothbrush, little toothpaste. This toothbrush actually, it's a toothbrush and toothpaste that you get from any airlines. So whenever you go on a long haul flight and they give you this, save them. I've got a few of them, and they're super light. I've got a nice full-sized toothbrush. Makes me feel like a human. And of course a little toothpaste. And a little toothpaste like this will last you 5-6 days. Plenty. Opinel number 6. Crazy light, crazy sharp, easy to sharpen. That's all you'll need. In the back I'd normally keep a little wallet with some cash. That's it. That is everything that I typically take on any trip that's going to be anything from an overnighter to multi-week trips at altitude in the European Alps. I can take on any weather with this setup. Right, well, let me know if you want to know any more about any of these items. I'm quite happy to do little reviews on any of them. Drop us a comment down below what you think of this, and if this is gonna, I hope this is gonna help anybody out there, especially those who have never really spent much time in the mountains or here in the European Alps where we get a lot of rain, drops down quite cold at night. So this is it. Nice. Thank you for watching.